Chapter 35. Importance and Effectiveness of Udi continued. Baba used to seek dakshina from some of the devotees who came to Shirdi. There were many a doubt in the minds of devotees whether it was good for saints to collect money in this fashion. If so, what was the sanctity behind their sainthood? Similar objections were raised with respect to Sai Baba also, even in those days. There were several instances when men went to Shirdi just to scoff him, but remained there permanently to worship Sai Baba. Two such instances are dealt with in this chapter. Kaka Mahajani's friend. A friend of Kaka Mahajani was averse to idolatry and was a worshipper of God without form, Nirgunakar. Out of curiosity, he agreed to visit Shirdi with Kaka, but only on the condition that he would neither bow before Baba nor pay dakshina. As soon as they reached the masjid, Baba looked affectionately at Kaka's friend and addressed him in a sweet voice, which resembled his father's. Deeply touched by the tone that reminded him of his father, he forgot his resolution and placed his head at Baba's feet. Twice that day, in the morning and at noon, Baba took dakshina from Kaka, but not from his friend. Perturbed at this, the friend whispered in Kaka's ear and questioned why he was not being asked by Baba to offer dakshina. Kaka advised him to seek clarification from Baba himself. On inquiry, Baba replied, "You did not wish to give dakshina and hence you were not asked. If you want to pay now, you can do so." The friend then voluntarily gave rupees 17, equal to that offered by Kaka. Baba then addressed a few words of advice, saying, "Remove the feeling of difference between us from your heart so that we come closer." After being blessed by Baba, they both returned to Bombay safely despite a cloudy and threatening weather. Kaka's master. On one of his visits to Shirdi during Shimga holidays, Kaka Mahajani was accompanied by his manager, Thakkar Dharmase Jetabai, a solicitor of Bombay. During the same time, Baba Sahib Tarkard had also come to Shirdi and they all met on their way to the masjid. While Baba Sahib came to have Baba's darshan, Thakkar had come only out of inquisitiveness to witness any miracles that Baba would perform. On the way, Kaka purchased some raisins, dried grapes with seeds, and offered them to Baba as Naivedya after prostrating before him. Baba accepted the offer and advised Kaka to distribute them to all present at the masjid. Thakkar also got some. He merely pocketed them without eating, as he did not know where to spit out the seeds since he was in the masjid. He then thought in his mind that if Baba was a saint, he would definitely recognize his dislike and dilemma of not eating. Subsequently, Baba offered some more raisins and forced him to eat them up. Unwillingly, Thakkar obeyed the orders and to his surprise found they were all seedless. Inquisitive that he was, he questioned Tarkard about the raisins and was told that the ones offered to him had seeds. Thakkar was astonished. He had come to see miracles and Baba had shown him one by converting his raisins to seedless ones. To reconfirm his growing belief, Thakkar thought in his mind that if Baba was a true saint, the raisins should first be given to Kaka. As if reading his thoughts, Baba ordered that distribution to be started from Kaka, thus giving adequate proof of his omniscience. Baba then advised Thakkar to have faith on only one God and then remain steady, shedding his fickle nature. He asked Kaka rupees 15 as dakshina and said, "If I take 1 rupee as dakshina, I have to return tenfold. I never ask anything or anyone indiscriminately. Money is taken only if one is indebted to the fakir in his previous birth. The donor sows his seeds only to reap a rich harvest in future. So, the best way to receive is by giving. The giving of dakshina creates a sense of non-attachment and thereby bhakti and jnana." Thus advised by Baba, Thakkar voluntarily gave rupees 15 as dakshina and left for Bombay blessed and enlightened. Insomnia case. Akais the Prabhu gentleman of Bandra suffered from insomnia for a long time. His dead father appeared to him in his dream every night and scolded, abused him severely. This deprived him of sleep and made him restless. On the advice of a devotee, he applied udi on his forehead and kept an udi packet under his pillow before sleeping. To his great surprise and joy, he was relieved of his problem and could sleep comfortably. He then secured a picture of Sai and started worshipping the Lord daily. Before long, he was completely cured of his troubles, and he remained Baba's devotee forever. Balaji Patil Nevaskar. Balaji Patil Nevaskar was an ardent devotee of Baba. He used to sweep and clean the passages along which Baba traversed in Shirdi every day. This job was effectively carried out by Radha Krishnamai and Abdul after him. A farmer himself, he used to bring the entire corn reaped from his fields and offer it to Baba. He maintained his family on whatever portion Baba blessed and returned to him. This routine he followed for many years till he passed away, and thereafter his son continued to do the same. Power of Udi. On Balaji's death anniversary, a certain number of guests were invited for lunch. However, at dinner time, the family realized that thrice the number of invitees had turned up and food already prepared would not suffice the people that had assembled. So, Balaji's mother prayed to Sai Baba, covered all the utensils with a cloth after putting some udi on each dish, and advised her daughter-in-law to serve from the dishes without opening them fully. Lo and behold, the food was not only sufficient and plenty for all, but was left over for more. Baba thus saved the family from embarrassment and proved that he was always ready to serve those who prayed to him intently. Once, a serpent entered the cowshed of Balaji's house. The cattle and the inmates of the house were terribly frightened. However, Balaji considered the snake to be Baba visiting him in that form, and after praying offered a cup of milk to the snake. The serpent calmly drank the milk and disappeared without harming anyone. With Baba's blessings, Balaji's family lived happy thereafter. Om Namo Sai Nathaya. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. End of chapter 35.